Thanks so much for joining this stream. Make sure you check below and hit the like button, and make sure you're subscribed. The lights are on, the cameras are rolling, and we're ready to go live. So make sure you comment and ask as many questions as you can. That makes this experience better, and it lets the algorithm know that this is engaging, and so it goes ahead and invites other people into the stream as well. So thank you very much for making this channel what it is. Now let's compare some e-ink tablets. Hello, and sorry for the dead air there. This is just a short little extra stream to talk about, well, Boox don't often put their tablets on a discount, but actually they are doing a Black Friday sale at the minute, as you'd expect. This is Black Friday, and they've let me know a whole bunch of discounts, and I've just been trying to find it, because they've told me that there is £20 or $20 off the Palma 2 Pro, but I can't seem to find that anywhere. It's not on Amazon as a discount. It should be down to $379.99. Now their Black Friday sale is going to run until December the 1st. So you have a bit of time with Boox, which is good. But if you've been tempted by one of the Palma 2 Pro or indeed the Air5 C, then there are discounts on them both. And yeah, I've got them both here. So if you want to have a quick question about them at all, then you're very warmly welcome to do that as well. And I think this is, I did my e-ink combos recently. I think this is possibly the combo to look at the minute. And I think right now, as I say, you don't often get that big a discount, much of a discount on Boox products. So it's worth having a little look at them at this time because of that discount. And if you go to the Boox website, hopefully we can do that, then they'll obviously show you a little bit of a information about the discount, and you can see these two great tablets are discounted. The Note Max is absolutely fabulous, and you can get an extra $50 off the keyboard bundle, I believe, as well. All of this is linked in the description, as you'd expect. So I think that's really good. Is it $50 off the keyboard bundle? No, half price for the keyboard cover. So if you did want a Note Max or a Tab XC, and even though the Tab XC isn't itself discounted, when you order a Tab XC or a Note Max, you can get 50% off the keyboard case as well. So I actually think that's quite a significant saving. Also, the Go 10.3 is even cheaper, and this for a long time, it was at one point, this was the sort of #1 e-ink tablet out there. The Go 10.3, still a fabulous tablet, still very, very thin, still got that EMR pen, which might become more of a premium thing in the future. You know, I think this is a really nice tablet to have a look at, and if you're looking to save a bit on that, probably now is the time to do that. What do you guys think? Let me know if you think those are actually good deals that you should jump on, or is it actually, no, they're just setting off ready to release a new one sometime real soon. But the Air5 C, not seeing much of a discount on Amazon, but that is also, that's discounted on their own shop. So let's find that. And you'll see in the description, there's a link for US and Hong Kong, and there's a link for Europe as well. And I'm on the European store just here. If you're in the UK, then you go to the European store. If you're in Hong Kong or the US, you go there. It's not actually listed there, but there is a discount on the Go. Sorry, pardon me. There is a discount on the Air5 C, which is sort of surprising because it's brand new. But there is again, maybe I'm not going to be able to find this, but it says in their information they've sent to me that there is going to be a discount on the Air5 C, taking it down to $499. So they're chopping $30 off the Air5 C as well. So that's good news for everyone as well. I say, please go there through the links in the description if you can. But right now, I'm not unfortunately seeing that discount on those. The only holiday discount I'm seeing is what's emblazoned on the front here, which is the Note Max. Great deal on that, $50 off that. And the Go 10.3. So really two excellent black and white e-readers with note taking with that EMR stylus importantly. And they've even, they must be discounting this, because here it is in the picture there. And they've told me, they wouldn't just sort of like say that for no reason. I was surprised to see the Palma 2 Pro and the Note Air5 C in the discount because they're so brand new, but they are apparently discounted. Just haven't told anyone about it yet. I guess. Okay, so that's the that's what I think. I think that's a really good deal. I think that's really worth a shout. All of those four things are really good deals, and they're all in the description as well. The other thing that I just wanted to talk about was the Seed Studio. So I'm going to show that off just now as well. And let me know if you've got any questions about these, and I can actually open them up and show them off a little bit. The Seed Studio, guys, are these little things. And this is a very, it's a very short-term sale. They're only selling this off for 24 hours, and there's like $20 off. Let's see if we can go to the link in the description. Just let it refresh there. Link. And you can see the way it works is it just has trying to find one that's not just sort of family photos. That's why I have it cycling through. The way it works is you can just have an SD card in the back, and it can cycle through your images, or it can be linked to a feed which can feed it things through Wi-Fi. So you see with this guy, I have it just set on a BBC RSS feed. Really like that about it. So it just goes ahead and refreshes through. I think this one must need to be recharged actually, because it's frozen on November the 15th. But this guy, I recharged it not that long ago. And you can see it just keeps being things like that. You can see it's got, well, it's actually, all these must be saved into its own memory because it hasn't got an SD card, but it has got an SD card start at the back. USB for charging, on, off, but this one's actually got buttons on the top as well. And you can just see, there we go. Refreshing, cycling through family photos. Yeah, I really like them. I think they're really good. I'll just show you the web page now. This is the monochrome one, $60. You can see it's saving basically $20, 25% off. And the color version is down from basically $110 down to $90. So I do think these are good shouts. If you fancy something, you fancy getting into e-ink Spectra 6, you just want to have a little look, why not? I do think this is a really good shout here. And then the last thing to tell you about is the Nxtpaper. And Nxtpaper have a deal, which I was surprised to see them running a Black Friday discount, but they are up to $300 off, which is, they aren't cheap to begin with. But these are, I think that these are the best at the minute. I think that they are. I've got the big one behind me. At the minute, as you can see, it's on a Whistler image there. This is the one thing about this S3 that it's focused. And I can tell it to change to whatever I like. But this, they're not going to run this discount. It's not going to be a discount like this for most of the time. This is the Fresco 31.5. Let's go ahead and go to the app, and we'll change that to something just now. So go change artwork. Take your pick. Is that Kandinsky, is it? Just sends it to the frame. And incidentally, I haven't had to charge it yet at all. So its charge is running very well. What do we want? No, it's Delaunay, not Kandinsky. Robert Delaunay coming. You'll see it do its refresh there. There we are. You know, this type of artwork, this type of really bold color artwork will really show it off at its best. I mean, I absolutely love it. I just think it's absolutely fabulous to have here. I did check whether any of the brands that are doing the smaller ones have discounts. Excuse me. This is the reflection frame, but there's no discount as far as I can see on there. And I also checked whether, but you know, these guys have a smaller one here, which is discounted to $500 as well. That's the Fresco 13.3. That will be the same screen as this, be that same sort of size, but you can see the difference in size is quite large. You know, so Nxtpaper aren't cheap, but if you did think, no, Nxtpaper is what I wanted, then now is going to be the cheapest time to get one. As I say, I'm quite surprised that they've actually sort of done a Black Friday discount. I don't know. I don't know whether they're going to have to sort of run a lot of discounts to actually sell these, because the other companies are selling basically the same screen but at a lower price, because the reflection frame itself is like less than $400 to begin with. And the other ones are, what was the other ones? Let's have a little look. There's a SwitchBot out there, seems to be the sort of cheapest one. Reflection frame, as I said, that's the one I've got here. SwitchBot seems to be one of the cheaper ones. And Bluminate is the other one I've had a look at as well. There's a few more as well that are out there. Aura frame as well is one. Seems to be a few like companies that are doing these. So reflection frame, I don't think there's any Black Friday discount. But actually you can see their 13.3 ink frame is less than £300. And the SwitchBot frame, they do have a Black Friday, but whether it's, because SwitchBot are a smart home company anyway, but this is the 7.5 inch one that you're looking at there. So it's a bit cheaper, and 7.5 inches this size. Oh yeah, there you are. So you've got different sizes. Oh, but you have got 20% off, look. So that might be worth a shout. 300, 20% off. And then this is the 31.5 inch, which is the same size as this. 43% off. Wow, so that's going to get that down to about 1,000. But yeah, it's on pre-order. Whether that code is going to work, let's just see. Oh, it has done yet. Look, 855 quid. So actually, you know, that might be a good shout for actually buying that sort of size. And then Bluminate, they also have the 13.3. I've tried that. That review is coming on Sunday, I think. So there is a discount on that, but that probably is just the price. And they actually have the 28.5 as well at £1,500. So the 28.5 at the price you can get for this, for the larger one. So that's worth looking at, really. You know, 28.5 in Nxtpaper land is discounted to $2,100. Now, I think that Nxtpaper will be, you know, they obviously have worked with e-ink for a long time, and they know their way around e-ink screens really well. It's a really good app, really good set of choices for the images there. So yeah, but there's loads of different options there. They're out there. Cool. The one more, I think I mentioned it earlier on as well, but I did put it in the description for this one, is the Nxtpaper 60 Ultra is on discount in the UK. And yeah, I think I'm sort of honing in on what I like about this. As I showed it to my mum the other day, this is a quick sketch of nothing at all. But immediately people like my mum who love, if you love, what do you call it? If you love stationery, then you're going to pick this up and you're going to be like, yeah, okay, that's good. That feels like paper. The first time I felt it in at IFA, I just put this stylus on the page and I was like, oh, hang on a minute. I understand now. I understand why you guys in the audience were so keen to find out my opinion on this, because it's more about the feeling than it is about the look. The only thing I would say about it is because it's kind of an ultraphone, you can see the wobble there. That is actually off-putting at times. I just wish that actually they'd been less reliant on magnets, because it's in a bucket case already, so it's not like it's in a properly magnet case. But because now the back of this has got magnets in, the actual screen still wobbles there. And I think maybe they should have just gone for a kind of purist kind of note taker experience. But hopefully TCL are on a bit of a journey here, and they're going to bring out more things with these cool EMR pens on. Yeah, I saw that. Shink, sorry, I'm just going to get back to the chat in a minute. I charged it to 100%. I was just trying to look what the actual current charge level on it was, but I couldn't see. There is somewhere where you can find out about it, I think, but I can't see just now where you can actually look on here to see how much charge is left on it. But I think sometime, I think quite a long time. I've been using it and changing it every few days, and it's not bleeped at me yet. So I think it should be quite large. Do you mean you meant the largest one? Didn't you? That's what you meant, I think. So I think it will. It's advertised to last for like half a year, but it just depends on how often you actually change it. I think it will last pretty well. No, you don't have to remove it from the wall to charge. There's a little thing here, little like USB-C port that comes down from there that you can just charge. So no, you don't have to remove it from the wall to charge. Any questions? Any thoughts about any of these bits and bobs? Just wanted to talk about as well. Yeah, the Nxtpaper. You can actually get the Nxtpaper 11-inch job, which I've gone back to YouTube randomly. I wasn't on YouTube to begin with, though, so I don't know why that's asking me to leave YouTube. This thing here, 11-inch TCL Nxtpaper. This is the Nxtpaper 4.0 display. It says it's got a stylus and flip case, which are included, but they won't be a EMR stylus. That'll be a USI stylus, because I thought, oh, could it possibly be? But no, it says T-Pen stylus, but I don't think it's going to be EMR stylus, because you can see it's got a little charging port if you look closely at some of the images. But still, right now 40% off that, 6 + 6 gigabytes of RAM, so it's not amazing specs, but actually the Nxtpaper 4.0 screen is what is in this guy, is the Nxtpaper Ultra 60. So no, it's pretty good. I think pretty good. I think it is changeable. I don't know whether you have to buy from them. They're certainly not. A lot of the other ones are like you can easily change it by with frames from IKEA or whatever. There's nothing that says that about it here. There's no option for different frames as well, is what I'd say. But I imagine you could reframe it. But I think right now, you might have that as your one option, really. It's a pretty classy frame, though, I must admit. Cool. Let's have a quick look. What's on? Hello to you all. Is it worth the upgrade to go from the page to the new Go Color 7. Well, if you want color, then yeah. And if you want the stylus, then yeah, maybe. But for just reading, I mean, you don't need high processor specs for that. It just depends on how you want to use it, really, is my thoughts about that. Hello to you. What am I doing? I'm doing a live stream. I'm talking about e-ink tablets and great deals on Black Friday. What are you guys up to? How much for the Note Air5 C? So they're knocking $20 off that, I am told, although I couldn't find that deal. But maybe it's because of where I am. Maybe it's region dependent. But they're knocking that down. It's 500 quid or it's $500. So I think it might only be discounted in the US. So $500 for that. Will they have a big monitor again? Mirror Pro appears to be discontinued. Yeah, they did have Mirror. It's the Euro shop. They did have a Mirror Pro Color, didn't they, recently? Products Mirror series. But I know that they struggle. It's only sort of shipped out of their Hong Kong warehouse. So I know they have trouble with distribution with these. But yes, I think there is a Mirror Pro Color. But it says unavailable, yeah. I think those panels are hard to get their hands on. And that's why they haven't sent me one to review, I think, because they can sort of sell out whatever they make of those. They're just sort of guaranteed to sell out. And it's like, well, it's not, we don't need to let everyone know how good they are, because people just buy them as soon as they're available. So, I don't know about those. The B251 that I tried, the Big Me one, was perfectly good though. I quite enjoyed working with that. Sort of this one. Very undecided whether to get the black and white Big Me Pro or not. However, it's Chinese brand. Does it have a 2-year warranty? I think it must have a warranty of some description, but I don't know which one. Is it the High Break Pro? I think what might be a good shout. As I say, I've got my Big Me High Break S coming out. If you're not sure, then that High Break S is it's not expensive. It's like $190 or something like that. So I think I'd probably recommend that. The High Break S, it's 190 quid. It is, sorry. The black and white one, 190 pounds. And I just think that's probably what you need, because it will answer your question, and you'll have a great e-reader. And I think that these are great e-readers. And I don't know whether the only thing now that I really would want that is missing on here is a fingerprint or thumbprint reader. And I think that generally, otherwise, sure, it's not the latest e-ink screen. It doesn't look quite as good as the Carter 1300 on the V-Woods AI paper. I mean, this looks absolutely fabulous, but not so much better than the High Break S that I'm sort of worried about the difference there. And the V-Woods, notice, much bluer, much warmer, because the High Break S now has the warm light. You just can't get that warm color for nighttime reading, if you press the bedding button. Although why they've got bedding and it not be fully warm light, I don't know. But yeah, so I just think that's an absolute winner, to be honest. Hey fella. All right. Sorry, I didn't have a little read of your things. Got the 4.1.1 on Note Air5 C. The bug they promised to fix is still there. Oh, that sucks. Which bug is that? Let us know. Channeling Rod at Ransbert Tech. The stylus for the Go Color is trash, but as a reader, it's hard to beat. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, whereas they got it right on the Palma Pro, it's not perfect. I was talking to Jay just yesterday about this actually, and he said, this is finally acceptable, but it's only acceptable, and it's not inviting to write on. I'm currently using this. I've gone from the remarkable move, which is inviting to write on. It's really nice to write on, and it makes you think, oh, get my thoughts down. You start writing on it, you're like, that's the way it should feel to write on something, and it keeps you in the session. It keeps you in that thinking session. Whereas this is all right for just me sort of scribbling down my to-do lists for that day at work. That's the next time I go into work. That's all the stuff I need to be aware of. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm always grateful to earlier on me when I've written down important notes to help me out in my day. But it's not like, oh, I want to write something down. It's not like, and I'm not thinking to myself, yeah, that's satisfying and that keeps me in the session. It's just like purely functional, but it's purely functional and it's good enough now. Whereas the Remarkable and all these other ones, they are really sold on, they're really selling you on the actual process of writing things down being a pleasure. I saw it keeps coming up in my feed. It's VWoods. It's either VWoods or AI Flight Tech or whatever. And it's one of these AI things, and it starts this short video on Facebook. It starts with reading and writing is fun, said no one ever. And I'm like, no, reading and writing is fun. Like, reading and writing is definitely fun. It's the definition of fun, in my opinion. Like, actually, I'm saying it right now. Reading and writing is fun. Thinking is fun, right? It's not, anyone who is using AI to shortcut thinking is just doing life wrong, in my opinion. Like, it's really not the point in being a human being. It's like avoiding reading or writing. Like, reading is great. Writing is great. But yeah. It's you're absolutely right about that. She-Ink is that the Go color as a reader is really good. The actual pen on it is not as good. Yeah, I've just seen this part. B7 Pro says it is a phone. Does not show if it supports stylus. Well, the B7 itself did, but I can't find it on the Big Me shop myself. So, I don't know what I'm getting wrong there. I've got Black Friday deals, got lots of stuff, but there's like nothing that's saying B7 Pro on it yet. 7-inch. Yeah, the B7's got a discount down to less than £200. I can see that, but I can't see. B7 Pro, there it is. Phone tablet, so there we go. I'll call that up. Looks nice. Yeah, £260. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage, Android 14 fine, 4G and cooling, phone, tablet. So again, it's like, they're clearly, Big Me are doing this better than anyone. The e-reader phone, the actual phone, they are doing it better than anyone at the minute. And so they're saying, well, actually, if you want your e-reader to be your phone, why not just go full-size e-reader? Some nice different colors for it as well. I'm sure it must support the same stylus. MediaTek 1080, that's a better one than the previous one, I believe. I could be wrong. And they've got a bit of a discount on it already. Yeah, interesting. I mean, the B7 itself was so underpowered, though. Additional information about it. So there we are. So we were asking, are there any new things in e-ink? Looks like there might be. Get a cover as well with it. Shipping on the 10th of December. Yeah, interesting. Interesting one. Thanks for that. I think the writing experience was really bad as well. In fact, it was one of the worst, and I just couldn't get along with it. It doesn't seem to say that it comes with one, but it looks like I almost haven't finished this page because they haven't got much additional information yet either. So there we are. Who knows? We'll get more information about that later. Is it on the Go 7 Gen 2 better than the new Inksets Plus? No, it's not better than the Inksets Plus. definitely Palma 2 Pro. If you want the stylus in that kind of portable form factor with 4G as well, Palma 2 Pro is great. When it exports the note as a PDF to my Nxtcloud, PDF sometimes contains all edits, deleted and moved items. I reported it. Oh, that's the bug. Yeah. Okay. That's no good. So things you've already deleted or moved are showing up in the PDF still. Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you for your input there. Do you know why they aren't producing more of the big one if they're selling out that quickly? Yeah, good question. I don't know. I think probably I've always thought that perhaps e-ink themselves need to sort of prioritize the space in their factory for what they know is going to sell really well and quickly. Although, yeah, I've said it, they're selling out those quickly. I don't think that they're selling them in the same rate as they're going to sell Kindles or color screens for Palma 2 Pros and things like that. So I think it's just a case of like what makes sense for them to have their factories pumping out really e-ink rather than books. And I also think that those screens go into signage and things like that. They get sold probably in quite large sort of packs to sort of signage companies and things like this. So yeah, I just think it's another case where we're waiting for somebody to come and challenge the monopoly of e-ink, to be quite honest. Thanks for that. Appreciate you. Living is fun. Said no, whatever. Living is definitely fun. Like spending time with you guys here, absolutely awesome. Reading and writing is definitely fun. I hope you're having a nice, relaxing Black Friday. Don't go out and buy everything all at once. Because be aware of the kind of scarcity bias. Why is it that these guys have said, oh, we're only running this sale for 24 hours is because of the kind of scarcity, the tricking you that like it's imperative that you get this now, but you don't go mad, but buy things that you certainly like will use. And I've tried to bring you today things that I love that photo. Sussex, the beautiful place in Norfolk. Buy things that you know that you'll get along with, and I've tried to bring you things that I actually will recommend and actually do use myself on this Black Friday. So hope that's been helpful to you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I look forward to hearing from you on my in the comments on my main videos that are coming out this weekend. And I'll see you all next week. Yeah, next week I think I'm going to do the ranking of these e-ink phones. That's what I'm going to do next, I think. Do a 1 to 10 on e-ink phones. And I think I'm going to controversially leave the Remarkable Paper Move out of the kind of e-ink phone size things. And I'm going to include everything that's like really tiny, including this little like XT ink guy, which is really just this tiny little e-reader. Because I mean, e-ink is so cool how tiny it is, isn't it? That's my smallest bit of ink gone. I've lost it because it's so small. But I've got this little tag, which is going to come in a video soon. When I unboxed this guy, I showed this little tag, which is, is powered by NFC. So you change it, you change it by using the NFC on your phone, and it gets the power to change the e-ink from that NFC signal, which I think is absolutely wild, isn't it? Isn't it cool? Awesome. Thanks to you all. Oh, you've got the little guy. But She-Ink, like, what's going on with it? Because my issue with it is that, like, the words run together. Like, I can't, everything I read on it, like, I get this, the words, like, this says, you probably won't be able to see it properly, from either, and then eager of, look, I just cut into interest, excited, her destination. Am I getting something wrong? Because again, it's a case like their update said that they were going to change that so that the words wouldn't run together, and they still do. And it said update, and it's stopping it run together. But it's still running together, as you can plainly see there. Right, so where do I need to get the, because these are all just these are all jobs, Gutenberg jobs, but I tried from somewhere else as well. So yeah, lots of weird characters. Yeah, like I could forgive it, but I just thought, no, do you know what? I want to start something and love reading it on it rather than just do that. So do I need to, Shink, do you know somewhere else where like I need to get my EPUBs from so they don't run together? And why is it that, because that same EPUB, looking at it on the computer or whatever, the words aren't running together? I refuse to believe that Gutenberg EPUBs are always just running together. Oh, thanks for that. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say good afternoon to you all. Go pick my kids up from school and start enjoying my weekend. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend as well. And I hope you all had a good one yesterday. And I hope you all enjoy a little bit of discount shopping today as well. Just go steady. Use it as a good time to buy the gifts for everyone else in your life and for yourself, of course. Yeah. See you soon.